Hello, welcome back everybody. Once again, we are working on the Volvo, but this time we're going to be working on the interior. I've still got some mechanical bits left to do, some parts waiting for them to arrive and stuff like that. So I thought I would tackle the interior. I've had the bits for a little while, so and now I'm driving it around. It would be nice to have a nice place to be inside. At the end of the last Volvo video, obviously we didn't get this home. I have since obviously replaced the gearbox, put a new gearbox in, and obviously it now drives and runs and drives and everything, so that video was already long enough. We didn't need to do another gearbox change, and it's the same as what you've seen already, so that's now fixed. I'll show you what interior pieces I've got, and then we'll start working through it. What I've got here, I've got a variety of pieces here. I've got a new door card for the passenger side. This one's all chewed up, sort of up here somewhere over there. I've also got a tweeter that goes above that because that's always been missing, or the one that came with it was broken. Two door pillar trims, both of these, the materials falling off on the existing one. We've got the replacement seat belt and the replacement sort of trim bit that's missing. At the moment, this stays retracted, so I've just had this apart just to check it. There's a little white catch here. I don't know whether you'll be able to see that. Here. That, at the moment, stays in the sort of locked position. So, you know, when you pull a seatbelt too hard and it stays in place, it's like that permanently. So I'm gonna take the current one off, compare the two, and then see if there's a way, whether this one's broken or what's going on. I'm not sure. Maybe we can unravel the seatbelt from this and put it on the existing mechanism. Don't know. We'll work it out when we get there. New door stay. This one I'm excited about. The driver's door doesn't stay open, if you remember. So I've got to replace one of those. We'll have to take the driver's side door card off. While that's off, I am going to have a quick look to see if we can work out why the driver's window and the electric mirror and the locking mechanism all doesn't work. Hopefully it's just a loose connection. Replacement center console piece here. Mine's all worn sort of along here where somebody's been leaning on it, so nice replacement one of those. Floor mats, the one on the 6th and 7th seats is all cracked, sort of ripped in the middle, and then the driver's one has a hole in it as well, so we're going to replace that. Then on the driver's side, I've got this little vent here. This piece of trim sits, it's like the foot, where your heat comes out, where your feet are. This trim piece is missing, and it's got a screw through the trim, so I've grabbed a new one of those. And then the main event, headliner. This is coming down at the back, mainly at the back over there. It's sort of coming apart, so I grabbed a new one of these. What it does mean is this is basically going to be the primary goal. So for example, these pieces here, they have to come off for me to be able to fit the headliner, and then equally the trim piece that the driver's seatbelt sits behind, that has to come off so I can do the headliner. So basically we're going to aim towards pulling the headliner out first, work my way back from the front, getting all those pieces out so I can get the headliner, do the headliner first, and then I'll probably only have these pieces here, center console, and then that door card left to do. No, and this seatbelt as well, obviously. So let's get down there, start at the front, and work my way back. So I've grabbed myself a bunch of trim removal tools and some screwdrivers, because shouldn't need anything more than that. Let's put these cables out of the way. Somebody's had a go at this already. And the handy side of taking old trim out is I don't need to look after this because it's already broken. So this should just be a case of undo these two and then it comes off. We'll keep the bolts because my new ones didn't come with bolts. Oh, okay, that takes the handle off. Good to know. Please hold. I am going to take the battery off. There you are. I'm going to take the battery off just in case these have side airbags in. Because the last thing I want to do is set a airbag off in my face. Now the battery's off. Two things. I now won't blast myself in the face with an airbag, but I also won't run the battery flat having the door open all day and all the interior lights on. Oh, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, there you go. That's why we're changing it. It's been glued on the other side, on the driver's side as well, but this is like, yeah. Now what I've also been told is to check. So this is the drain for the sunroof, I believe, and just to check this is clear, which it looks to be. And I think this could be why this trim here leaks, Because if this blocks up and then overflows from here, for example, not the trim leaks, the trim comes apart. If this blocks up and leaks, then that'll be why. So we'll check the, when we take the roof lining out, we'll check all that. I'm going to work this out as we go along, because this is generally how we work on cars. You look at it and you take stuff off till it comes apart. So there's this, the thing with the lights on in the middle. Same on the other side with the sun visor and the door trim. Then we've got the middle trims, which, like I say, I've got to take off anyway to do the seat belt. And then the trims around the boot, and then in theory, the headliner should come out. There we go. Right, we keep them, put that in the back. So that's that. I've got to try and work out how this comes off. Yeah, it is. It's just clipped in. Ow, that hurt though. What if this piece comes out? Yeah, this piece comes out. And then stays hooked. Okay. So there's some bolts there. That's all I can see. So potentially... trim fell off there, and then I am not 100% sure how that comes out from back there, but this, oh, I see. So you try and get you to come out. Oh, that's why you're not coming out, because there's a fucking bolt in the middle that I don't have the bolt for. Great. I think what we're going to do here is just cut this here, and then when I thread the new piece in, the new one in, I can thread that through that hole and get it all back into place. So that should be okay for now. So what I'm going to do is go and do the other side, which is exactly the same as this side. And then we'll move back through the car. So I've done the two clips either side, we've untucked it from over there. I've now got to do this little bit of trim here, work out what's going on with the sunroof, and then in theory, the headliner should come out. I think I'm going to have to do these two side plastics as well, because it seems to sort of tuck under there. Great. Yeah, I didn't record that. So the trim around here just pulls out, and then this whole thing sort of fell on my head. So I'm going to pop you on a wide shot so you can see me pulling this thing out, or struggling to pull this thing out, as probably is going to be the case. In roof lining all out, as you can see, it was an absolute pain because all of this, so this cable here runs along the full length of the car all the way down to the front, all glued in. So every cable, so you can see down at the center where the rear view mirror is, all of that, all of those cables up there glued in, all of this down here glued in, this center light glued in. So I've had to rip all of that glue out, but it is finally on the floor, and you can see exactly why I was replacing it, because yeah, that's absolutely trashed. So next job is to see if we can work out how to replace the seat belt. So what I've got to do is work out how this comes off, and now I've got a little bit more room, I think, by the looks of it. that's held in by the roof liner. So with a bit of luck I can just pull this out, but we will see how that goes. And then I've got to work out why the new one won't just pull out like that. So, and then try and make something work, because this, quite frankly, is unsafe. Do I just pull this? Because I don't actually have another one of these trims, so I don't want to break it. Jesus. After all that, it was just a bit stuck. Okay. New seatbelt in, and as you can see, it pulls out and retracts perfectly fine, and there's no fraying in this one. The reason this wouldn't pull out earlier was me. I was holding it upside down, so the mechanical bit down here, I think it is, at this end, basically wouldn't work because gravity. This was the piece that was missing that frayed the seatbelt in the first place. And now this won't fray again. So, next job, we get the headliner back in. We're in. We are basically in. I've got it past all the wiring. All the wiring is roughly in the right place. So now I've just got to do what I've just done, but in reverse. So you don't need to see all that. It's the same thing. So I'm just going to whack the time-lapse camera on and I'll get this done. This is where we're up to. While hurting my back leaning on this, I've got the two sun visors in, and the mirror will not go in no matter what I do. I just don't have enough hands to hold the headliner up, hold the mirror in place, and put the bolts in. And if anyone's paying attention, yeah, this one doesn't have a sunroof hole in it. So I am going to get all this back together, because I still have all the back to do, and then worry about the sunroof hole. I might just live without it, because with my temp box being up here, I don't get anything anyway, so I might just ignore that. But yeah, I cannot for the life of me get that in. I've been lying over the center console, so my back hurts now. So I've called some help. Hopefully they're coming later on today. But in the meantime, I'm going to tackle this door card, I think. So I had a look at the passenger side door card. That is different to the one I've got, so I can't put that on. So I'm going to have a look at the driver's side and try and get this door catch back in, because it is quite irritating having... Where does that go? Having this door constantly swinging, even if it's not windy. That is there swinging about, getting in the way. So I just want to demonstrate my point here. This door, the car is currently facing downhill ever so slightly. This door is now pushed all the way open, and if I let go, it closes itself. Defies gravity for some reason. Oh, well, that explains that. That is sheared. Where are we? There we go. Yeah, that's sheared completely. So that's why that wasn't closed, staying open. Since I've done the door over there, and that now stays open, which is fantastic, and I'm waiting for friends to come and help me try and work out what's going on with this, I thought I'll have a look at the only other piece that I've got to do, which is, well, until I've cleared the floor of all this crap, this, because obviously it's one on the top. So I've just been looked at the other one, and I can't see any bolt holes on it. So I was like, okay, maybe it just pulls off. So I was like, put my hand in here and pull that, the side bits come out, and yeah. If only everything else was that easy. Right, as you can see, it's a new day. My help didn't arrive because they were busy, but as you can see, I only got as far as putting the sun visors in, and nothing else fit. I was having trouble holding the headliner up and holding that up and trying to bolt it in all at the same time. So that was initially why I asked for help. I can't remember whether I said that or not. But as you can see, there's no sunroof hole, and after thinking about it, instead of trying to force this to fit, which I don't think it will, because obviously it's a different shape in the middle, I'm going to have to take this out and source one that is correct. And it also means I'm going to have to run without a headliner for a little while because I binned the old one. It was falling apart anyway. So what I'm going to do is pull this out, bolt everything back in where it should be anyway. So at least I've got a rear view mirror, for example, and I've got handles in the back, and not sure what I'm going to do with that light. I'll cable tie all the cables up out of the way so I can at least still drive it, and then see if I can find one with a hole in the middle. can see, all tidied away. I've put all the sort of tie down hook, which I think that was. There's a handle down there. Put all those back in because I'll lose them otherwise, same as this little piece of trim here. I haven't put in there's supposed to be a center light in here. I haven't put that in. The cable's sort of tied up over the way. The actual light itself attaches to the headliner, so that's not been able to go in. But I have put these, focus, there we go. I have put these trims back in, so at least while driving I don't have to look at the bare metal underneath, and obviously everything else has all been tied up out the way, including my dash cam that's now in place. I have to adjust that to make it point in the right direction when I start the car up. And then I've tidied all the cables down there. I've managed to tuck everything behind that panel there, which is nice. And finally, replacement floor mats. They're a bit dirty still, as is the rest of the car, but that's just this car all over. It's absolutely filthy still. And then you're not going to be able to see it there. I put the 6th and 7th carpet back in as well. That's it for this video. Reminder, check what parts you're buying, but check they fit your car before you buy them, because I've now got to find another door card and another headliner, which is going to be great fun. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one.